What up? What up? All right, so today I want to talk about responsibility and how, like, really the shift to responsibility is going to be really important for you. So let's get into that. All right, so responsibility. Let's as normal. We'll go ahead and define that really quickly here. Let's kind of define that first. And so we have responsibility. Let's do that. Single kick definition really quick. Okay, it's already there actually. All right. So responsibility says the state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or having control over someone. Another one is the state or fact of being accountable or to blame for something. And then this other one says the ability to act independently and make decisions without authorization. All right, so those are a couple definitions for responsibility, but I really want to just focus on control and power. All right, if you're going to make the shift, because in my belief, let me define responsibility. It's really about the acceptance or refusal of power. So if you accept responsibility, you have power, and if you refuse responsibility, you give your power away. And so if you, the type of people who are typically that I see from just studying people who are successful in any kind of genre or whatever. So any industry, whether it's business or entertainment or sports, whatever it is, the type of people who are typically successful or the top peak performers are people who take responsibility. They take personal responsibility and accountability for everything within their control. And even a bigger key, the things that are specifically not within their control, they absolutely don't worry about. It's not even important because they can't do anything about it. So they spend only the time on the things, and you hear it often. You'll hear that. What's that kind of cliche line? Well, not cliche, but people will say, I'm controlling what I can control, or we control what we can control. Sometimes you'll hear like sports teams talk about that, or a sports person. The reason that's the case is because, again, peak performers, they're not concerned about, what they can't control. If you focus on the things that you can take care of day in and day out, your actions, your habits, right? The results you're getting, the feedback you're getting, learning from those things. If you accept that sort of responsibility from maybe I want to say unfortunate, but just unfavorable outcomes, right? And you're asking yourself the real questions like, hey, how did my actions impact what happened there? Could I have done something better? Right? That's the mental shift that you have to make if you're going to start to rise up that kind of success ladder. You have to start thinking about your own personal influence, how that impacted that situation or circumstance, and then what you can do better or learn from it so that you have a better outcome for the next time. Oftentimes, what I see from individuals who don't quite have the level of success that they're thinking about or wanting is their focus is always on this thing happened to me, and it can't be that way. Things happen to everyone. How you respond to those things are what's most important. And I believe, and if you again study successful people, You have to start taking accountability for your own actions. Accountability for your own actions. Not only that, you just have to take personal responsibility for what happens, period. If you're not seeing the results that you want to see, you need to be asking yourself, what am I doing to influence the result, and how can I better influence that result? What can I change up? Is it some thinking? Is it different kinds of actions that I'm taking? Do I need to switch up some habits? Right? Am I doing some things day in and day out that aren't really favorable to me or aren't conducive to, me getting this outcome that I want? Because at the end of the day, this is your life. These are your goals. These are your aspirations. And again, if you're serious about making that mental shift, and getting to the next levels, at some point you have to decide, hey, I'm going to take 100% responsibility for not only me but others around me, and I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better, and if something happens, it's on me, right? It's on me. And you see that examples. Again, I use the sports specifically. You will see that example if you watch a lot of the top peak performers, and when they interview, what a lot of times do they talk about? If the quarterback, if the team doesn't have a good game, what does the quarterback typically say? Hey, that's on me, right? What does the coach usually say? That's on me, right? Because they know they need to go back to the drawing board and find some things that they didn't do quite as well, how they didn't execute quite as well. So they can go back, review film, and then go back and improve so that they can make better decisions moving forward. So again, take responsibility. Be responsible for yourself, for others. The things that you cannot control, if you feel like, hey, I just can't take responsibility, okay, well then don't worry about it, right? But either you're worrying about it because you can accept personal responsibility, or it's not even important. You got to get in that box. That's the box you got to be in if you want to be a peak performer. You want to, get some better success if you want to go up the ladder. So, with that, tell me what you think about that. Like, share, comment. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, all those social media platforms. Tweet this out if you think it's important, whatever. Comment definitely, and again, let me know what you think. But I think this is just very important to your overall growth, your maturity. If you're trying to get those business things that you want, if you're looking to become a top performer, this is the kind of mindset that you're going to need moving forward. So with that, again, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate all those things. Thank you so much for those who have done so far. And we will see you on the next video. Take care.